Can I have a volunteer light a candle? Okay. I come here. That's nice. We have one more candle. Let's sit down. Kuchan ekam. Sadan alu tagana. Kuchan atlik atlik kan.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang
gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Adinādana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Kamesu Micchācara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Suramere Majjhe Pamadanthana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
The affirmative vows based on 5 precepts.
Being aware of the suffering caused by destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and mindfulness.
Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vidyācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasārati sattva deva manusānaṁ buddho bhagavāti.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Svākato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko hotanayiko paccattam veditabbo viññoti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Ujjopatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Ñāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ යතිදං චත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අට්ඨ පුරිස පුංගලා ඒස භගවතු සාවක සංඝෝ ආහුනීයෝ පාහුනීයෝ දක්ඛිනීයෝ අංජලි කරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාති.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next is offerings. Offering of light.
ඝනසාරම්භදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝක දීපං සම්බුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං.
Offering of incense.
ගන්ධ සම්භාර යුත්තේන දූපේනං සුගන්ධිනා පූජේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං.
Offering of flowers.
වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්දතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නීන පුඤ්ඤේන ඒතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං උම්මං මිලායාති යතායි ධම්මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං.
Offering of water.
අධිවාසේතුනෝ බන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Offering of drinks.
අධිවාසේතුනෝ බන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං හිමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්හාතු උත්තම.
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බං සම්මකානි සුපතිත්ථිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they.
If one speaks or acts within the pure mind, suffering follows like the wind that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with the pure mind, happiness follows like one's shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the rhythmic in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should their activities as between the themselves. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental refinements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Today we are so lucky to have Bhante Punna with us after some time, and he will be guiding our meditation tonight. So this is a good opportunity for all of us to get together and support each other for this spiritual practice. Take a moment to rejoice this moment that we are going to fully give our full attention to our mind. The most precious thing in our life is our mind. Because we take care of many things, many people, many issues with our mind. But we rarely take the time to take care of the mind that help us to take care of everything else. But it's so important that we take time to look into our mind and heal it and cultivate its great inner potential. So we are going to do that now. So with that, rejoice. I make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this gathering. I will make use this guidance, and I will engage in committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant. And use the sound of the bell and the chant to gather your attention to this moment. And try to bring your attention to your body. And try to feel your body as it feels to you right now. Where you have pressed muscles against the weight of your body. Where you have any touch sensation with your clothes. And try to be with them. And throughout the chant and the bell, keep gathering your attention and then establishing your awareness in this moment to this body. Stay with your body throughout the bell and the chant.
Dear spiritual friends, now we are going to start our meditation. We practice here meditation on loving kindness and meditation on breathing. The loving kindness meditation is guided meditation. Breathing meditation we practice as a silent meditation. We will bring our awareness to observe everybody and everything, including oneself. We are sitting as a group in front of the Buddha statue. We are sitting properly, keeping our upper body upright as much as possible. And widely open shoulders. Chin goes somewhat parallel to the earth. And we have closed our eyes very gently. This sitting is a very special. In this sitting, we are going to practice meditation. Now we observe from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. And we notice the motionless posture. And we try our best to maintain motionless posture in our entire meditation session. If you want to change your posture, yes, we can, but very mindfully and very gently we do our changes. Otherwise, we try our best to maintain this motionless posture. And now we can feel the body from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers, and to the tips of the toes. Feel the body. And notice all different feelings of the body. There might be pains and aches, tightness in the certain areas of the body, pressure, and tingling sensations, itching sensations, numbness, all different feelings we can recognize without complaining about all of those feelings. Very gently and gradually we relax our body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Relax the body. Feel the relaxation. Draw your attention to your forehead and feel and relax. Feel your eyes. Relax. Feel your facial muscles and relax. Feel your both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, and palms to the tips of the fingers. Feel and relax. Feel your chest muscles, belly muscles, upper and lower back muscles. Relax, relax, relax. Feel your sitting muscles, thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, heel, soles of the feet to the tips of the toes. Feel and relax. Relax, relax, relax the body. Letting body to be in this relaxed posture, we draw our attention to observe the mind. Notice your wandering mind. It is going to the past and going to the future. Also, once in a while, you keep your awareness to the present moment. Right now, part of our training. We observe the past memories and understand past is gone, it is just only a memory, and let them go, and let them go, let them go. Observe the future related thoughts. Future is not yet come. Nothing to worry about the future. Nothing to be anxious about the future. And let them go, and let them go. Bring your full attention to the present moment. Observe your mind right now. We have a very clear mind. Strengthen the clarity and the purity of the mind. We can start meditation on loving kindness. Loving kindness meditation, loving kindness, loving friendliness, wishing well-being to oneself, wishing well-being to the others. Loving kindness. To understand the nature of loving kindness, we refer our attention into the teachings of the Buddha. There is a wonderful simile in the discourse of loving kindness. To understand the nature of the loving kindness. Take care of yourself, take care of your mind. Same like a mother who takes care of her only baby. The mother is having wholesome, skillful thoughts in her mind to give good caring to her only baby. Loving kindness is not just a single simple thought, bunch of supportive, wholesome thoughts among the loving kindness. The mothers having compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciations, forgiveness, truthfulness, worthiness, sharing and care. All those thoughts are the great virtues and the qualities of the loving kindness. All of those wholesome, skillful, beautiful thoughts help each other to grow the loving kindness. We will observe our mind and let loving kindness thoughts to germinate in our mind. Loving kindness thoughts may my mind grow in loving kindness. May the loving kindness thoughts grow in my mind. Compassionate thoughts grow in my mind. Ability to forgive oneself, ability to forgive others, growing in my mind. Sharing and caring. They are nice skills to grow in my mind, in your mind. Make a genuine wish. May my mind be well, be happy, be peaceful. Observe the beauty of your mind. Loving kindness mind becomes really gentle and very active. May my mind be well, be happy, be peaceful. May no harm come to my mind. May no difficulties come to my mind. May my mind be strong, be strong, be strong. We can use this loving kindness mind to radiate loving kindness to the body. We deeply appreciate to have a human body, and we will take care of this body with a great loving kindness thoughts. From the skin to the internal organs, from the top to the bottom, we will spread the loving kindness, and we will show our body in the loving kindness. Loving kindness awareness, loving kindness thoughts travel all over the body, fixing and healing and relaxing. May the skin of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. penetrate the skin and radiate loving kindness energy to heal the muscles. May the muscles of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. All different bones of this body be healed, be healed. All the joints, bone marrows, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the internal vital functions of this body, the respiratory system, the entire respiratory system be healed. May the respiratory system of this body be healed, be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to the cardiac muscles, the heart, cardiovascular system. Be healed, be held, be held. Radiate your loving kindness to the digestive system, from the tongue to the end of the large intestine. All different parts of the digestive system be healed, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to the genitourinary system. May the genitourinary system of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness to the central nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and the entire peripheral nervous system. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the entire body. All the neurons, millions, billions of all the neurons be healed, be healed, be held. We deeply appreciate this organism, this psycho-physical organism. Body and mind. We deeply appreciate our life. I deeply appreciate this life. May this life be well, be well, be well. Feel the loving kindness mentally and physically. Have a beautiful smile to welcome your loving kindness life. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. May no harm come to me, may no difficulties come to me. May I be well, happy, and peace. Feel the body. No tension, no unnecessarily. Releasing cortisol to increase the stress in this body. Feel the calmness of the body. Feel the gentle, relaxed feelings of your body. Be well, be happy, be peace. Right now, we can spread the loving kindness. First, we spread the loving kindness among this wonderful loving kindness gathering. May my spiritual friends who have gathered here to practice loving kindness with me, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be peace. Silently, you utter and you spread the loving kindness. May my spiritual friends be well, be happy, be peace. Expand our loving kindness to all people, all beings in this premises, in this neighborhood, neighboring neighborhoods, in the city, neighboring cities, in the county, neighboring counties, state, neighboring states, throughout the nation, neighboring countries, all around the world. May all the people, all beings, near and far, visible and invisible, may all beings be well. In the direction of your front, in the direction of your back, the direction of your left and right, above and below. May all beings be well. May all beings be well. Now we gather our full attention into our own loving kindness. While we are spreading loving kindness to all directions, we remain in our loving kindness. We have a strong feeling, loving kindness. Remain focused into your loving kindness. Be well, be well, be happy, be peace. We gently go beyond the word and feel the happiness of loving kindness, pleasure, rapture of loving kindness. loving kindness. Loving kindness is a quality of your mind. Loving kindness is a feeling. Loving kindness. Spend couple of minutes in your silent loving kindness meditation. Be well. Using our lovely attention, loving kindness attention, we will practice breathing meditation. Draw your attention to the in breath and out breath. Observe the in breathing and out breathing. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Feel the expansion and the contraction of the body, of the chest area, of the tummy area. Feel the air moving in. Feel the air releasing. Observe breathing in and breathing out. Gently, we keep our full attention to the in breathing and out breathing. Breathing in and out is an activity in the body. Let it to occur naturally and maintain your clear attention, keeping your full clear attention to the natural breath. Breathing in and out is occurring. Your full attention is noticing the natural breath. Practice breathing meditation.
Dukkha patacca nidukkha bhayapantacca nibbaya sukapantacca nisukha hontu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation tonight. Deeply feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters who passed these teachings from generation to generation. Deeply feel grateful to all the guidance and instructions you received for your practice tonight. And feel grateful to people who clean and arrange this place for you to meditate today. And also feel grateful to people who are taking care of and maintaining this center. And even feeling grateful to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this cushion, this bell, and this device that help us to meditate from home. With deep gratitude, let us say Sadhu 3 times.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante, for the guidance. After some time, we got the Bhante Purna's version of loving kindness. Any sharings or questions of your practice tonight? Hopefully, you'll be able to fight against the heat and making yourself cooler than the outward heat. And even the very term Nibbana or Nirvana that we use, the original meaning is to cool off. So blowing out
but cooling off the three fires: the fire of greed, fire of hatred, and fire of delusion. So Nibbana means cooling off. We are always, having a fire inside. So the cooling off is the nirvana. But of course, we get moments of coolness, but the nirvana is transforming our mind to the level that there will be no more fire. That is nirvana and nibbana. So cooling off.
I have
Yes.
a question.
Yeah.
So as I've been doing these loving kindness meditations for a little bit, in the beginning I was really, because I grew up Christian, so it felt almost like a prayer. May all
Yeah,
beings
yes.
have happy minds. And
Yeah, exactly.
I would sort of ask for that. And there's been a small change, which is that instead of asking somebody else, that it's felt like more like an energy, like almost like a wish that I'm pushing out. And I'm wondering if part of the work is to try to intensify that wish, or if I should sort of let it happen as it's happening. In that moment, I'm wondering if I'm actively trying to cultivate, or if I'm.
I think you use the term cultivation. That's exactly what we call meditation. I'm glad that you notice it. We call it the loving kindness that we cultivate and practice is more cross-sectional, or we can call it horizontal. Horizontal, right? So we try to loving and kind to each other. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that you noticed that slight distinction. So definitely when we make this wishes, and we are doing two things here. One is, of course, we truly wishing everyone else well-being, their safety and peace. But by making that wish, we are primarily making a change within ourselves. So the primary goal is to actually transform ourselves, to go beyond our irritation, our anger, and our whatever our can we say unsmoothness of our mind. So that's the kind of transformation that we are doing. So of course we genuinely want other people to be happy, but more we make that wishes, primarily it is transforming our mind to be such a smooth state, quality, and then so there'll be less occasions that we will get into conflict, get into agitation, get into irritation with anyone else, because we have cultivated it. But then at the same time, our wish also have an effect on the actual other people, because we are a small part of a larger matrix. Like we are all connected to each other, right? So when this little item, which is we, make these wishes, it changes the whole system in a very maybe a subtle way, and then so we give our permission, we give our willingness and our permission for everyone to be well, to be in peace, to be in well-being. So we give our permission. So our part is done. And then we try to use it in our speech and in our actions too. When you truly make that wish, when you go out and when you're driving along the road, then you don't feel like giving troubles to others, right? So then the more we make those wishes, it becomes more like a second nature of ourselves. And then therefore the way we speak with others, way we interact with others will manifest that quality, and that make a big impact on everyone else. So, and then even though we don't talk, But even simply, when we go to some place, when we meet a person, we go with that ambience, we go with that kind of aura, we go with that energy within ourselves. And sometimes even we don't talk to anyone, our presence in that place kind of, unconsciously influence others to feel comfortable, others to feel non-threatening. And then, so that's the impact that we are doing. So I think your question is, whether we want to, I think, I mean, our goal is to cultivate that, make it a second nature. Not the second, Bhante, the first nature. Right? Bhante, you want to add anything?
No,
Yeah.
I think instead of asking from the outside, we generate within. Yeah, you notice that.
Yeah. We make our wishes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I started a job where I'm actually emailing people. I've never been in this position before. But, my end is may you be well. And if I deal with somebody like all week, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful, just kind of go through.
I mean, you finish the email with that.
Yeah, that's how I finish it. And then I, sign it as myself and whatnot. And I found that it's great because people are like, that's very nice. So that's how I sign it off on it. And if I'm like just back and forth with my boss all day long, it's just be well, be well, be well. But may you be well, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful. That makes it a much stronger statement.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I was going to sign off. So that's how I sign off.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like expressing that, sometimes people need such a vision, attention, and also that it can make things smooth, right? And then,
I'll just get a real quick email back. You too, Patrick. Just like that. It's
Oh.
cheerful.
Oh, yeah. They're like even sending that, right? Yeah.
So,
That's very good. Yeah, I'm glad that. So that's how you influence others, like a ripple effect, right?
just little.
Yeah, and then if that person has to, reply another email, and he might carry on that positive energy to the next email,
Exactly.
and then hopefully the person reading that second email will be influenced by that, right?
Perfect world.
So yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah. So that's how it impacts others, truly impacting others. But it's mainly, cultivating and transforming within ourselves. So we usually say that when we make that wish that may all beings be well and happy, when we make that wish genuinely, at least one being is well and happy. Who is that?
That's you.
That's the person who's making the wish. Yeah, of course, it will impact us too. Yes. Okay, so let's move to our discussion. And these days we are learning our chanting book, and we started to learn the verse that we chant to pay homage to the Buddha. So we have been reading the different qualities of the Buddha that is mentioned in that verse. So this is page number 8. Bhante, we only discussed one little word. So we have been spending weeks in studying the first verse. But so much to talk about. So in this verse on homage to the Buddha, this is the most standard, more traditional way of reflecting on the different virtues and qualities of the Buddha. Among so many virtues and qualities, traditionally Buddhist communities have selected 9 virtues of the Buddha as a way of reflection. So we have been studying those 9, and today we are in the last line. Buddho. Again, the term Buddha is an important term. Of course, we use the term the Buddha most of the time to refer to the Buddha, but that is not the name of the Buddha. It's strange, right? We use a term to refer to the Buddha, which is not his name. Who remembers his name? Yes?
Siddhartha Gautama.
Yes, thank you. You said the first name and the last name. Yeah, good. Siddhartha Gautama, yes. And that is his name. But most of the time we say Buddha. So today we will discuss what is the deeper meaning of that term. Of course, that term comes from a verb, and actually grammatically, the Buddha is a past participle of a verb. The verb is bodheti, that means to awaken, to wake up, to awaken, to either awaken from a sleep, or awaken from half sleep, or awaken from a dream-like state, or awaken from a delusion. So the Buddha means the awakened, the awakened. So that became the most common term that we refer to the Buddha. And then it's also meaning that it's not only that he became the Buddha, I mean, that awakened one, and then he started to share these teachings and techniques to be awakened, and he established a community of disciples. So it's not simply an enlightened being. He's an enlightened being who established a community of followers. And that's the difference between the Arahant and the Buddha. Arahant can also be a teacher, but Buddha will, he will rediscover these techniques to become enlightened, and then he will establish 4 community of disciples. There are four communities of disciples, and these are called monks, nuns, and upasaka and upasika. What is the meaning of upasaka, Virya?
Devotee.
Yeah, like a lay male follower and female follower. Monks, nuns, and female followers and male followers, like a fourfold community. Yeah. Assembly, yes. So the Buddha means someone who established that community. So we are also a continuation of that community, and even up to now, right? So that's the quality of the Buddha. He will establish this community that enlightenment, is waking up, this awakening is not an exclusive opportunity that he had. He wanted everyone else to to experience this, and then but it's something that will require some training and cultivation. So for that, he established the community. I think one reason that we use term Buddha for most of the time is one interesting incident happened at the time of the Buddha. It is recorded in the sutta called Dona Sutta. Dona is the name of the person who Buddha had that conversation. So one day he was walking along a sandy path. He saw a footprint, extraordinary footprint. Have you ever walked on a sandy path? Have you noticed your own footprint over there? How it may look like? I mean, how you walk, right? And of course, if you are walking, thinking about some issue, the way you walk will be really chaotic. And so when the Buddha walked, he walked with full mindfulness, full attention, full mindfulness, and therefore his footprints is very even, very clear, and clearly marked on the sandy path. So the person who came behind him is noticed that this clear footprints, and he really wanted to know who is this. And he knew that this is not something an ordinary person can do. So he just followed that footprints, and then he saw on the side of the road there was a person who's sitting, and the way he's sitting, it's explained in the sutta how he saw it, and he said it's like a erected body, well kept upper body, just it says that like a well-trained bull elephant. That is a simile given there. I don't know how the well-trained bull elephant sit in. And maybe because they want to explain the grace and dignity that he keep himself, in that sitting posture, just like this statue we see. So he saw that posture, and he came to conclusion, and this should not be ordinary human being. You already noticed the footprint, and then the way he sit, and he really wanted to know. I noticed. I got him. He came and asked a question. First question asked, "Are you a deva?" What is deva?
Angel or
Yeah, divine, celestial being, right? I mean, in the Buddhist cosmology, there are many other beings. So she asked, because he's not sure. He cannot be a human being. So he asked, "Are you a deva?" And Buddha said, "Oh no, I'm not a deva." Then he was quite disappointed. And then he asked another, "Are you a Gandharva?" Gandharva is another class of beings who are kind of semi-divine, who are good in music. One class of a celestial being, but not as colorful as the full divine being. "Are you a Gandharva?" Then say, "No, I'm not a Gandharva." Further disappointed, he thought that maybe then he should be a demon in disguise. And then he asked a question, "Then are you a yak?" Maybe one way to start, maybe are you a demon? And the Buddha said, "No, I'm not a demon." Then the option left for him is to say, human being. So then he asked the question, then in that case, are you a human being? What could have been the Buddha's answer? We know that he was born as a Siddhartha, right? And he grew up. He was walking on the earth like. Interestingly, when he asked that question in that context, then are you a human being? Buddha said, "No, I'm not an ordinary human being." First he said no. Then he was fully confused. He asked, I asked whether you are a divine being or Gandharva, then demon and human. You said, none of all. Then who are you? How can I, categorize you? How can discern you? Then Buddha said that all the conditionings, or we call sankharas, mental formation, all the conditionings that makes someone a divine being is eradicated, transcended, and absent in me. Therefore, you cannot call me a divine being because I don't have those unique characteristics or unique conditionings that anyone will become a divine being. And I don't have these conditionings, characteristic that requires for anyone to become a Gandharva or Yaka. And the Buddha said that I also don't have conditionings that make someone an ordinary human being. I have transcended those conditionings too. Therefore, you cannot classify my mind into any available categories of beings. This is an interesting lesson to learn. We are all have different identities because we have fashioned, we have we have collected different conditionings, different patterns that create a uniqueness in us, that make us belong to a particular category. So the Buddha's mind, he deconditioned his mind. So therefore, his mind cannot be classified into any available categories that we know. Then Buddha said that, so therefore you cannot really put into any categories. I'm categoryless. Then Buddha said that you can call me the Buddha, like a transcendental category, whatever. I mean, not a category, but beyond all the categories. So therefore, that is when Buddha said that you can call me Buddha. That means he has transcended all the possible ways of being, all possible ways of being. And then Buddha gave an example. Of course, then Buddha said, I'm a human form right now. And he said, similar to a lotus. The lotus is grounded in the mud and fed with the water, but it somehow transcended from that water. So I may have started my life as a human being, have all these conditionings that is unique to a human being. And I live that life, but just like a lotus that transcended that condition and become like above, rise above. I have rise above all, human qualities and virtues and weaknesses and everything. So you can call me the Buddha. These, I think there are a number of importance of understanding in this way, because one is, what we mean by become the Buddha, right? It's not becoming a celestial being. It's not going to heaven. This is beyond all forms of existence, and this is becoming unconditioned, or like maybe deconditioning. And then the other hand, I was really thinking about when I read that sutta, all of our identification that we carry are actually limiting us. Of course, in this case, whether you're a human, animal, or any other living being, that means we have kind of cultivated or developed or habituated certain conditioning, certain unique nature to that being. And when you think about even as a human being, within us, we have different other categories. Whether you are a male or female, whether you are what are the other forms? Whether you are a American or Sri Lankan, or maybe I don't know, we can call it all other, maybe liberal or conservative, or any other of those categories. Those categories are simply conditionings, simply, like specific habits and patterns that we kind of form. The more we attach those conditionings, more we are limiting ourselves. We are making ourselves smaller than we truly are. That's what we are doing whenever we, create a strong identity. And, so we may appear as a male or female. We may appear as, whoever the person. But, but that's that's maybe one form, but we don't have to like limit ourselves to that. Bhante, what do you think about the lotus?
And this word, Bhante, the Buddha,
Yes.
this particular word was there before even the Buddha.
Yeah, yes.
They were looking for some kind of this quality,
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah. They all, I think 6th century BCE in India was such an interesting period, we had to study the human civilization, that period is very special, not only India and also in Greece and China. And I think in this part of the world, people don't really study that, civilization. We study the Abrahamic, line of civilization. But when you think about China, in some extent Egypt and, India, and, and there's a whole big development happening. So they were expecting, the human being who will, figure it out everything. They were not really, particularly in India, they were not really expecting anyone to descend from heaven to teach them. They were expecting someone who will who will rise above them from within themselves. That someone will rise above and figure it out. Like, what is that character in the Matrix film? Yes, they were.
Keanu Reeves, he played the Buddha in a movie. Did anybody see that movie? Little Buddha, he played the Buddha in that movie, and they were searching for the Dalai Lama, I think, in that movie. But it's a very good, the Keanu Reeves, he does play the Buddha. Just putting that out there.
So particularly that civilization, Aryan civilization along the Ganges River, they had an idea that this we understand this world, we understand the life, but this is not the optimal. This is not the real realization. They knew that something is missing. There was a lot of ascetics, a lot of hermits, a lot of seekers. There's a large portion of population was seekers at the 6th century BCE. And of course, there were a whole community who was supporting them. Even at that time, even up to now, if you become a renouncer, you will not go hungry, and people keep feeding you. You can just focus on your meditation and be simple, and people somehow support you. And that tradition is always there. Even in 6th century BC, a large portion of the population was seekers. They're in the forest, they were traveling, they were questioning everything, and they were expecting, as Bante mentioned, someone will get it this from within themselves.
So, Bhante, are
Yeah.
they seeking peace, seeking a higher being? What?
Yeah, I think use the terms they call liberation or moksha. They really figure it out that they are kind of restricted, and then various forms of suffering. So they were looking for liberation from suffering, liberation from self-centeredness, liberation from the limitations, restriction. Yeah, they were seeking liberation. There's also economic reason too, because Ganges civilization they were working so hard for so many centuries to come to a point, because originally the problem was how to have enough how you provide your basic needs enough, and they were able to use iron tools around 8th century BC, and that really increased their production. And the Ganges River is so full of water, so you can have more than what you need. So they also divide their society into different roles. And what later became a caste system was actually the division of labor, because they were aiming for a period, for a state of the society that all the basic needs are fulfilled, and they believe that once you reach that, everyone will be happy, everyone will be fulfilled. So but it's not easy at that time to achieve that level, so therefore they were working so hard for many centuries, dividing the labor and making sure that all the needs are fulfilled, not only food, clothes and everything else. So by 6th century BCE, they were able to get that. They have more than they need. They already started trading trades with, even through Silk Road. So they come to a point that they now have enough things and they have cities, but they are not happy, fulfilled. So therefore, the Vedic tradition, Vedic mainstream tradition was pushing people like, do your job for the well-being of the society, not for your individual well-being, because we need to achieve that utopian kind of state. And everyone was working on that. But once you read that, they realize that they're still not happy. And so therefore, there's a large portion of the population criticized, rejected the mainstream Vedic tradition, and become samanas, or renouncers and ascetics, and exploring other ways to be truly fulfilled.
Is it like the growth of ego? I mean, is that just like evolution of ego? Because we're looking for this, equality, and then you find out like it's not working exactly. So then ego becomes, well, you're doing a worse job than I am. Just looking down on it.
Which one? Looking down on the larger society?
On the caste that would be beneath you, or the livelihood that would be beneath you, right? Whenever they're trying to create this Edenic society, Edonic society, where everything's all positions are filled within this area and everybody's going to be happy. Whenever they find out that that's not the end,
And yeah,
that's not what happens, then the ego pops in, and that's why they're trying to strive for.
yeah, I don't know whether samanas will agree. I mean, I think they experimented with certain lifestyle and certain social structure, but at least some part of the society thought that that's not working. That is not bringing true peace or liberation or happiness. So they were questioning the whole system, and then they were like a counterculture movement. Yeah. Maybe they are more focusing on the individual freedom, but I don't know whether we can call them ego, like a countercultural movement. Or the
And I
samanas.
wasn't talking so much about the counterculture, but more the culture itself was ego.
Oh, you mean the mainstream?
Yeah, it was ego driven.
At the beginning, no. But at the beginning, they were focusing on the whole society. Like this is one of the, early part of human civilization. Not early, but but they were like planning how we can live, without troubles, without fulfilling our basic needs and safety. Yeah, maybe our needs. I think they're not the survival need, because by that time they already were able to survive, but other needs too. But anyway, any part of the human society, ego is the main player. Okay. Okay, so so that is the meaning of the term Buddha. It's a very special term. Okay. Okay, so with that, we will move to the next part of the program and sharing merits. So page number 14, by coming to this service today and engaging in this wholesome chanting, meditation, discussion, we have generated so much goodness in our heart, good merits. So it is time that we can share these good merits with everyone else. First of all, let us share these merits with our ancestors, our family members who have passed away, expressing our gratitude for their care and love. Let us wish that may they rejoice in these good merits, may they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu Sukhita huntu ñātayo. Let us share these merits with all other beings. If there's any being in this world who would like to share our merits, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ca amhi samvedang punya samvedang sabbe deva anumodantu sabbe sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. By the words. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, spiritual mind, I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge the able in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determined to be heedful. Okay, now we will do our blessing chant. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra, wishing well-being and happiness to all of you. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So we are going to chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness. And you may recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with. Maybe your family members, your friends, people who need help. And recall them to your mind and share these blessings. And throughout the chanting, we will maintain our loving kindness, unbounded loving kindness, and genuine wish that may you all receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating, receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha, and by the power of these blessings, may you be well, may you be strong, may you be healthy, may you be peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato
Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicca sakko jocha sojocha suacho jansamudu anatimani santos sakocha subharocha ampaginjocha sallahuka buddhi santindriyocha nipakocha ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nacha kundang samacare kinchena vinyo pare upavadiyong sukhino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitanta yeke pana bhutanti tasavata brava anavasesa digavaye mahantava majjimaransakanukatula dittava ditta ye dure vasanti avidure bhutavasang bhavisi sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta naparo parang nikumbeta nati manyeta kanta cinang kanche vyarosana patika sanyana manyansa dukka mincheya matayatani yang puttang ayusaheka putta manurakke evang pisambha bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang mittang ca sambha lokasmin manasang bhavaye aparimanang buddhang adocha tiriyanca asangpadang averang asapatang tittang carang nisinno vasayano vayavatansa vigadamindo etam sating aditteya brahmametang viharang idamaho ditting ca anupagamma silavadasanena sampanno kavisu viniyageta nahi jatu gabbaseyang punareti tena sajja vajjena sontite hotu sabbadaye tena sajja vajjena sambarogo vinasatu etena sajja vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang sabbetiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavantantarayo sukhi dikayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sonti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhamma ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ.
Let us take a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Think about your past few days and recall to your mind an incident that you got an opportunity to be kind to someone, to listen to someone, to help someone. Those are precious moments. Let us take a moment to rejoice those moments. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds. Appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds. Wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds. Resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds. And glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that you received some help, some kindness, some care from someone during your past few days. Recall a concrete incident that someone was kind to you. Or you notice kindness of others. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people, and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It's so nice to have you all tonight. Really appreciate your coming and participation. Since we are getting ready for the ceremony, I think last Wednesday also some of you volunteered to become volunteers. We have two events, 11th, which is a Saturday. We would like to have a little bit deep cleaning of the center. So if you can come at any time on Saturday on 11th. Please give your name. And then we need some traffic sergeants on the 12th to navigate some traffic. We already have some volunteers, but if you also like to be in that, let me know. Yeah, so those are the two things. Thank you, everyone. Look forward to see you. Those who join over YouTube, really appreciate your participation. I hope that you enjoy Bhante Puna's meditation tonight, and look forward to see you again. Yeah, thank you. Good night to everyone. Please come to have blessing string. Oh, put the card. The card immediately get to the dona. Can they need them? Come on, Eliaga. Only print kalam. Me balan print again. Oh, Anna, Namandi.
Every time I do something